To Marketing Analytics course. This is Dr. Shagata Chatterjee from VG Somat Kharagpur who is taking this course for you. We are in week 12 and we are in the last session. And in this session, I will discuss with you something called a dashboard. So dashboard is something that we have learned in our uh, college days. Sometimes probably in our while working in the organization also we have all seen dashboards, but oftentimes for to create interactive dashboard we have to take help of some tools and some BI tools or some other software that are available online, like Tableau or ClickView or Power BI. In this class, in this particular video, I will be trying to show you how a simple dashboard can be made using Excel itself. So we generally have this kind of a data. So I'm just opening the data. So this kind of a data we have. So here, this data that you see here, each row in the data is basically one order, and in this order, each we have various details about the order. We have the order ID, we have the order date, we have the customer ID, we have the customer name, address, city, and then we also have the salesperson name, the region of the salesperson. We have the shipper name, the shipping date and shipper name, the ship name. We also have certain other details like the product category, product name, unit price, quantity, revenue, and shipping fees. Now, this kind of data set we generally download from SAP systems or CRM system that we have in our organization. Now, once this data is downloaded, we generally sometimes have to create regular dashboards or reports for our managers. Now, this is some in this particular video we will be showing that how those reports without the help of MIS or IT team, without the help of the BI tools, how we can do this kind of reports using our Excel itself. And we have to understand that Excel can handle up to 6 lakhs data, on and off 6 lakhs data points. That is data rows it can handle. And when there is text data, it becomes further more difficult for Excel to handle it. So we have to find out that what we can do to tackle this kind of problems in the Excel dataset. Now the dashboard that I have developed here looks something like this. Where revenue by months are there. If I just remove this thing to this right side, you can see probably better. Revenue by months are there, revenue distribution, that means the ticket size is there. This is the ticket size distribution. So how many 1 to 1,000 dollars, how many orders are there? There are 218 orders in there. And then 85 orders are between 100 to 200. See, there is a 85 number coming as value. Then 200 to 300, there are 31 orders. So most orders are of low value, and as we go ahead for the high volume orders are much less frequent. And this is something which is expected. This is the monthly revenue. Can you see certain the months where there is a jump, where there is a spike? So I can see in October and December there is a spike, and then also there is a spike in June. So dashboard, when you develop a dashboard, the first important thing that you have to keep in mind is what is the purpose of dashboard. So in analytics, we have done various kinds of tools and techniques, but in basic business analytics, we knew certain terms which are called like uh, exploratory analytics or descriptive analytics, and then diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. Now, the descriptive analytics actually tries to find out how I can create certain insights from the data, some basic insights, which can be used in the diagnostic analytics to further create certain idea about the data, or certain check certain hypotheses about the data. So that is where the descriptive analytics comes in. So majorly to create hypotheses, create certain hunches, create certain kind of the thought processes inside the mind of the data cruncher, or a data analyst, so that he can further check, further deep dive, and check and find out what is the reason. For example, let's say you have come from, let's say, Italy, and you are coughing like me right now. Then what will happen? So the doctor will see you, or somebody will screen you, and then ask you to take a test. Now, why will he give you the test? Because he has a hunch from the descriptive analytics of the various people who are coming for the last few months. They have observed them, and they have a hunch that probably people coming from this kind of countries might have a coronavirus. So that is a hypothesis, and they will check that hypothesis with you, that whether you have a coronavirus or not. The null hypothesis is that you don't have a coronavirus. Alternative is you have a coronavirus, and then they will try to find out that whether you have it or not. So similar kind of things we also do. Now, in this particular context, why I am saying this, that you should also create charts which can lead to further probing. A dashboard which is just made without any excitement, without any further information, further ask for further probing, is a boring dashboard. And those kind of dashboards are generally made in the industry, which does not give any new information, which is almost sometimes some things are known, and we do not call for further new probing. So you have to create dashboards which have undulations, which has curves. Curves are good, we say. So which has curves, which has undulations, which will trigger to inquisitiveness of the observer. So that is something that we have to make sure that happens. So in this context, if you see, uh, we have a jump in October and in December. So if I ask you why, so probably October is the festive season. December is also festive season. In USA, October is probably the Thanksgiving. December is uh, probably the holidays, the winter holidays. So just check the Thanksgiving part. So Thanksgiving date, if I just search it, it's coming 26th November. So probably people start preparing from October. I'm not sure why, what is there exactly in October. So let's just also search for October important days or October holidays. So that will be a better way of getting an idea that what is happening in October. So October, can we just search this? October holidays in USA. So what holidays are there in October? So there is US Indigenous Peoples Day or Columbus Day. I am not sure whether these are such important, but we can see certain jump in October and also in June. June. Why June? Maybe summer. Summer is a season where people gets excited, interested, and so on. So we have to check that if summer is the one of the major reason of the jump in June, I can understand that these things are related to some festival. But here there is a jump because of summer. Then where in which part of USA the summer will be more prominent? Do you think that the consumption pattern, the consumption in let's say pre-summer, in spring and summer, or in winter and summer, in January and June, let's say, the temperature difference between January and June, will it be more prominent in the northern region or in the southern region? You can think about India also. The similar pattern will come up that in India also that summer becomes more prominent for consumption only in the northern region or in the winter oriented region where it is cold in winter and in summer is pleasant. So that is when people go and travel there, people go and consume lots of things there. So I should be able to see a higher jump in June if the hypothesis of summer is correct, that summer is leading to this jump, then I should be able to see a higher jump in north than in south. So that makes sense. So let's just, so these are filters. If I just select north, the whole dataset gets values only for north. So you will see that in north the jump is uh, high, but May and June both the jumps are there, but not very. But about south, in south I think the jump is pretty high. That June, July, August. So I cannot probably say that in the south there is no jump. So probably summer alone is not the only reason why this jump is happening. There might be other reasons which are related to the salesperson, related to the your people who are working, and etc. Then I can also create filters based on salesperson. Let's say I want to see what Andrew is working with. So if I choose Andrew, then I can find out that okay, so this is how Andrew works. Andrew also gives lots of sales in June and December, and also in January, which is there. Most of Andrew's consumption is in the lower side, but he also gets quite a few big ticket invoices as well, and he works in East major. On the other hand, if I choose Jan Coates, he works in West. If I choose Laura, he works in East. So let's just try to see that what happens if I select more than one guy. So Jan Coates and Laura and Annie, let's say. I can select three also. So Annie is giving 93,000, Laura is giving 41,000, and I can only compare the situations. So basically these are filters and this is your graphs. Now I have given some hunch of what kind of information can be created. You can select multiple regions or multiple salespersons. You can bring in other filters also. In the next video, I will be showing you how to actually create this particular dashboard from scratch. So I hope you have understood that why this kind of dashboards are important, because ultimately they lead to certain kind of questions which are helpful for further probing, which leads to further probing, and that kind of information is needed to do predictive or diagnostic analytics that we have been doing in the last few sessions, or probably the whole class itself. So before we go to that, we should start with this kind of a exploratory analysis, and something that I want to show you. And in the next video, I will show you how to do it. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with me. See you in the next video.